Welcome to class 4 EVS. Children, we were doing chapter 9 Air We Breathe. Children, we have completed the chapter. We have done keywords also. Today we are going to do things to remember. Children, before doing things to remember, we will revise what we did in our previous video, that is keywords. So children, let's start the chapter. So children, let us do keywords. Children, first keyword is atmosphere. Children, atmosphere means mixture of gases around the earth. So children, as we have already discussed, atmosphere is a layer of air which surrounds the earth. So children, atmosphere is a layer of air which surrounds the earth. So children, here in other words we can say mixture of gases surrounding the earth. What is a layer of air? Air is nothing but a mixture of gases where many gases are mixed together and form air. So children, as we know, mixture of gases is nothing but it is air. Air surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. Children, what do you mean by surrounding? Surrounding means all around. So children, there is a mixture of gases. There are mixture of gases which surrounds the earth. That means कि they all around the earth there are mixture of gases. These gases are called air, is called atmosphere. So children, mixture of gases that surrounds the earth are called atmosphere. Children, atmosphere is the layer of air that surrounds the earth, or it is a mixture of gases that surrounds the earth. Now children, our next topic is pressure. Children, as I told you previously in the chapter also, there is a force in the earth that is called gravity. Children, gravity is a kind of force in the earth that pulls everything downwards. So similarly, this gravity also pulls the atmosphere downwards towards the earth. Means children, whenever we pull something towards us or towards downwards, all the weight of that substance or the air which is present in the atmosphere falls on the object which is lying below it. So children, whatever objects are present on the earth gets the weight of the air. What is air? From where this air comes? This air is the part of atmosphere. So children, as we know, earth is made up of, atmosphere is made up of air. This air has some weight. When the gravity pulls this air downwards, it creates a kind, its weight causes a kind of force. That force is called pressure. So children, whenever we pull something downwards, the weight of that substance falls on all the object which comes below that. So that means कि whatever is found on the earth is, for example, a plant, human being, animal, house, all the weight of the air falls on these things, and these things are also pressed or through under this weight and are attracted towards the earth. So children, the force which is produced by pulling the air downwards creates a kind of pressure. This pressure this force is called pressure. So children, when the gravity pulls the earth's atmosphere towards itself or towards the center of the earth, it creates a kind of, the weight of the air creates a kind of force. This force is called pressure. Now children, so our second word is pressure. The force exerted by the weight of air means which air? Which is present in the atmosphere. When this atmosphere is pulled downward, the air present in the atmosphere has some weight. That weight causes a force or exerts or produces a force. This force is called pressure. Now our next word is gravity. As we discussed just now, there is a force attracts the body towards the center of the earth. Means whatever whichever object comes in between the atmosphere, in the under the atmosphere, it is pulled by the earth by a force called gravity. So children, there is a force called gravity present in the earth which pulls everything towards the center of the earth. This force is called gravity. So children, pressure, atmosphere, pressure and gravity all are related to each other. So children, atmosphere is a mixture of air present all around the earth. This atmosphere, when pulled by the gravity, it's by the gravity, the air present in the atmosphere has some weight, and the weight causes a kind of force or exerts a kind of force. That force is called pressure. So children, this pressure is caused by the atmosphere. That is why it is also called the atmospheric pressure. So children, this why this pressure is created? It is created due to the pull of gravity. Gravity pulls the atmosphere, and this gravity, when pulls the atmosphere, the air present in the atmosphere has some weight. That weight produces a kind of force. This force is called pressure. So children, this is all about atmosphere, pressure and gravity. Now, today's topic is things to remember. Children, there are few points in the chapter which we should remember. So, let us start. Today's topic is things to remember. Today we are going to do things to remember. These are the topic from the chapter which are very important, which we all should know. So children, first sentence is air is present everywhere, but we cannot see it. Children, if you look around yourself, all around you will see there is empty space. Children, other than house, tree, building, vehicle, whatever objects are present on the earth, other than there are lot of empty space present all around yourself. This empty space is occupied by air. As I told you children, as air is colorless, tasteless, and also it doesn't have any smell. That is why we are not able to taste, smell or see the air. But children, we can feel it. Children, we can feel the air only when there is movement in the air. So children, unless the air moves, we will not be able to feel. So children, let us understand the same with the help of picture. So children, here is a picture on your screen. We can see other than mountain, other than land, these animals, plants, we have lot of empty space, and all these space between these things are empty. Means there is nothing. Nothing means all these spaces are, all these areas are covered by air. So children, it seems to be empty, but actually it is not empty. It is covered by the air. So children, but we cannot see it. As we know, it is a mixture of colorless gases. That is why we are not able to see this air. So children, as we know, air is transparent. Transparent means through which we can see clearly. Transparent objects are the object through which we can see clearly. So here also air is present everywhere or everywhere, but as it is transparent, as it is colorless, we are not able to see this air, but we can feel it. Children, how can we feel it? We can feel it when it moves. So children, we can see here some leaves flying. That means these leaves have come from the trees to this boy. That means it has flown from the tree to the boy. So that means there is a moving air. This moving air is called, there is a presence of there is a presence of moving air. There is a presence of moving air. This moving air is called children, wind. You can only feel the air when there is wind. So children, air is present everywhere, but we cannot see it. We can feel it only when it moves. When there is movement in the air, when it moves, we can feel it. So children, air is present everywhere. It is colorless. It is odorless. Odor means smell. It has no smell and it has no taste. That is why children, we are not able to see it, but we can feel it when it moves. So children, our next topic is air has weight. Children, as we have studied in the chapter, some of the characteristics of air. In the characteristic of air, we have studied that air has weight. Children, what do you mean by characteristics? These are the characters or the nature which tells us about air. So children, it is one of the, these are the behaviors which are shown by the air. Characteristic is a nature or the behavior shown by air. So here we know that air has weight. We know that air has weight. That means the space, when the air occupies space in something and we weigh that something, we find out the air has weight. So let us see how the air has weight. How can we say that air has weight? Children, what do you see on the screen? What do you see on the screen, children? We have two tubes. These tubes will show how air has weight. So children, here we have two tubes. In first tube, this one is first one and this one is second one. So children, first one, can you see the first one? In first one, there is no air. Children, in first tube, there is no air. Why there is no air? Because it is flat. As it is flat, we can say that it has no air. So this one is flat. F-L-A-T-E, flat means पिचका हुआ. हम हिंदी में कह सकते हैं ये एकदम पिचका हुआ है क्योंकि it has it has no air inside it. That is why it is flat, and it has no shape. That is why we can say it is flat. Now children, in the second figure, we have a tube which has a proper shape and which is filled with air. Why it is filled with air? Because how can you say that it is filled with air? Because by filling the air, it has got a proper shape. Now it is inflated. You can call it as inflated, yani फूला हुआ. It is inflated. Children, this tube is inflated. That means it has air. It is written here, it has air. When you blow air in this tube, it becomes inflated and it gets a proper shape. Now children, when we weighed the first one, when we weighed the first tube, what did we see? We saw the weight is near about 3. Here we can see the number written as 3. Now in the second picture we can see the number has become, the weight has become 17. That means that 17 is more than 3. So this one is heavier. So children, this one is heavier. Heavier means it has more weight. That shows that the tube with the air has more weight than the tube without air. So children, here there was no air and in this one we have air. That means the tube with air means this tube is heavier than the tube without air. This shows that the tube with air is heavier than the tube without air. That means whatever difference we are getting in both the tubes, जो भी हमें weight में फ़र्क आ रहा है दोनों ट्यूब में, वो weight किसका weight है? That weight is of air which is blown in the second tube. So children, here we can say that air has weight, because when we both the tubes, the one with no air has less weight, whereas the one with air has more weight. This shows that air has weight. So children, here with this we have proved that air has weight. Now coming to the next one, we have understood that air has weight. Now we are going to read air exerts pressure. Children, we are going to read that air exerts pressure. How will the air exert pressure, children? Let us see. Now children, here we can see 3 bottles. We will name these bottles. First one is, we can say first one as 1, second 2 and third 3. Now children, here we can see that all the 3 bottles, in the first of all we'll see the first one. In first bottle, children, we have made holes at the bottom of the bottle. Children, in the first bottle, here we have named 1, 2 and 3. In the first bottle, we have made some holes in the pore. So children, there are 3 pictures. In the first picture, we have made holes in the at the bottom of the bottle. So children, firstly what we will do, we will make holes at the bottom of the bottle. Children, what do you mean by bottom? The base of the bottle is called bottom. नीचे के हिस्से को हम bottom कहते हैं, ठीक है? तो BOTTOM is bottom. हम एक बॉटल लेंगे, ठीक है, ट्रांसपेरेंट बॉटल लेंगे और इसके नीचे विल मेक सम होल्स, जैसा कि हमने इसमें होल्स बनाया हुआ है इसके बॉटम पे. बॉटम का मतलब होता है नीचे का हिस्सा, किसी भी चीज़ के नीचे के हिस्से को वी कॉल इट एज बॉटम. तो सिमिलरली वी विल मेक होल्स एट द बॉटम ऑफ दिस बॉटल. नाउ चिल्ड्रन, we will pour some water or we will fill the bottle with water. When we fill the bottle with water, and immediately after filling the bottle, immediately we will close the mouth of the bottle tightly. So children, firstly we have made holes at the bottom of the bottle. After that we have filled the bottle with water, and then we have closed the mouth of the bottle with the cap. So children, we can see in the picture 2, in the second bottle we have poured water. There is water inside the bottle. So children, there is water inside the bottle and the bottle is completely filled, and even the mouth of the bottle is closed with the cap. It is tightly closed with the cap. So children, there is no movement of water out of the bottle, and there is no movement, nothing is going inside the bottle. As the mouth of the bottle is tightly closed, there is no movement in and out of the bottle. किसी भी चीज़ का अंदर या बाहर बॉटल के मूवमेंट नहीं है, ना पानी बाहर आ रहा है ना बाहर से कोई चीज़ बॉटल में जा रहा है. सो चिल्ड्रन, in the next you can see in the next picture, in the third picture we can see when we remove the cap of the bottle. In third picture there is no cap at the mouth of the bottle. So children, what will happen? The air enters the bottle from here. From where air will enter? Air will enter from here. So children, when air enters the bottle from here, as we know, when this air enters something, it creates a kind of force. एक तरह का फोर्स क्रिएट करेगा या रिलीज करेगा या exert करेगा, प्रोड्यूस करेगा. This force will push the water downward. ये force पानी को नीचे की तरफ धक्का देगा. So children, when this air pushes the water downwards, then the bottle starts leaking, or the water from the bottle starts coming from the bottom of the bottle. Children, why it happens? Because the air which entered the bottle exerted pressure on the water. Because of this pressure, the water was pushed downwards and the space emptied by the water, yeah, the space made by the removal of the water is occupied by the air. By pushing the water out, the air occupies the space into the bottle. So this is called pressure. The force created here is called pressure, children. This is nothing but pressure. Okay. So here we get a kind of pressure. This is the pressure created by the air by pushing the water. Now we can say, children, air exerts pressure. So children, the water starts coming out of the bottle. This shows that the air which entered the bottle pushed the water outside. How it pushed the water outside? By creating a kind of force or exerting a kind of force or producing a kind of force. That force is called pressure. So here we can say, children, what can we say here? Air, we can say that air exert pressure. Air exert pressure. So we have proved that air exerts pressure. So children, in the second bottle, when the cap was tightly filled, there was no place for the air to enter the bottle. That is why there was no movement of water from the bottle, because as the bottle kept still in the as the water kept still in the bottle, there was no movement inside or outside. There was no movement of anything inside or outside of the bottle. That is where the water stood as it is in the bottle. But as soon as we open the cap of the bottle, the air gets space to enter the bottle, and when air enters the bottle, it pushes the water outside, and this push is called the pressure created by the air. So we can say here, air exerts pressure. So children, we have proved that air exerts pressure. Now, so children, we have proved that air exerts pressure. Now, our next topic is, that is air. The layer of air surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. So children, as we have already studied in the chapter, there is a layer of air all around the earth. This layer is called atmosphere. So children, we have already studied mixture of gases surrounding the earth is called atmosphere, or we can also say that there is a layer of air around the earth called atmosphere. So children, let us understand by the. So children, this is, what is this, children? Children, what is this? This is earth. And you can see a ring kind of structure around the earth. Can you see, children? There is a ring like structure. This ring is called atmosphere. This ring is called atmosphere. This is nothing but atmosphere. Starting from the surface of the earth till here, it is nothing but, it is atmosphere. This area, this complete area is called atmosphere. From the surface of earth to the outer line is called atmosphere. So this area is all around the earth. This is called layer of air, which is made up of mixture of air. So this layer of air is called atmosphere. So it is called atmosphere. This is nothing but atmosphere. So children, I hope by now you have must understood very well what is atmosphere. This is nothing but atmosphere. The layer present all around the earth is called atmosphere. This is earth, and the layer present around it is called atmosphere. Now, air is mixture of many gases. It contains water vapor, dust and smoke also. So children, as we have studied in the chapter, air is made up of many colorless gases. So when many gases mix together, that is why it is called mixture. So air is mixture of many gases. What are these gases, children? These gases are carbon dioxide, oxygen, nitrogen, argon, krypton, helium, etc. Other than these, children, it contains water vapor, dust and smoke. When it comes to in contact with the atmosphere, it also get mixed with water vapor, dust and smoke. That is why air is a mixture of many gases. So children, here we can see it. Children, in this picture we can see air is made up of 78% of 78% of nitrogen, oxygen 21%, other gases 1%. What are these other gases, children? These other gases are hydrogen, helium, krypton, water vapor, smoke, dust, etc. So children, air is a mixture of colorless gases. Air is a mixture of colorless gases. It contains water vapor, dust, smoke also. So children, what are these gases? What are these colorless gases? These colorless gases are hydrogen, helium, carbon dioxide. These are hydrogen, helium, carbon dioxide, krypton, nitrogen and oxygen. Other than these, we also have dust particles, water vapor and smoke. That is why we call it as a mixture. Air is a mixture of many gases. It contains water vapor, dust, smoke, etc. So that is why, as it is made up of many gases, these are called mixture. So air is called mixture. So children, air is made up of many gases, that is oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, helium, nitrogen, krypton, smoke, dust and water vapor. Now next is air helps in burning. Children, air helps in breathing and burning. We already know we cannot live without air. Children, can you live without air? No, we cannot live without air. But children, other than breathing, air is also important for burning. You cannot burn a fire without air. That we have already proved in the chapter, that if you light a candle and cover it with a glass, what will happen, children? After some time, the candle will be blown off or stop burning. So children, this is only because the candle doesn't get oxygen when it is covered with the glass. That is why it stops burning. Children, air also helps in moving sailboats and yacht boat. It helps to for the parachutes to sail. It helps in plane to fly, helicopters to fly. So air is helpful in many ways. We have already studied in the chapter that we cannot fly kites without air. Air is helpful in dispersal of seed. Air is helpful in moving the windmill, or air is also very important for plants and animals to breathe. Human beings, plants and animals to breathe. So air helps in breathing and burning. It helps in moving sailboats and yacht boats. So children, let us see how it is useful in burning. Children, here is an activity shown on your screen. Children, firstly we have lightened the candle. In first picture you can see the candle is burning. After that, when you put this glass over the candle, what will happen? After some time, children, the candle stops burning. Why after some time it stops burning? Because when we inverted the glass, there was some air inside the glass. Till the air was present inside the glass, the candle continued burning. As soon as the oxygen or the air gets used up by the candle, then it stops burning. That shows that, it proves that air helps in burning. So children, we can say that air helps in burning. We will take a candle, light the candle, then we will invert a glass over the candle as we have inverted in the second picture. What happens? After some time the candle stops burning. This shows that air is needed for burning. When we inverted the glass, there was some air present in the glass. Due to that air, it could burn for some time, but after some time, when all the air inside the glass was used up by the candle, it stops burning. This shows that air helps in burning. Next topic is poisonous gases from factories, exhaust from vehicles, etc. cause air pollution. Children, we have already studied that making the air impure is called air pollution. Children, when the pure air get mixed with the smoke, fumes, dust, germs, the air becomes impure or dirty. This dirty air is called, the process of making the air dirty is called air pollution. Children, when the fresh air comes in contact with fumes, smoke, germs, dust, it gets dirtied, it becomes polluted or it becomes impure. This impure air is not fit for breathing, and the process by which it becomes impure or dirty is called air pollution. So children, poisonous gases means whatever gases are coming out of the factories in the form of smoke or fumes, these are not healthy, they are poisonous, they are harmful for all the living beings, whether plant, animal or human beings. That is why if we are exposed, we have prolonged exposure to these kinds of air, when we keep on breathing this kind of air for a longer period of time, we may suffer from different respiratory diseases. Respiratory diseases मतलब means children, we will have breathing problem, हमें सांस लेने में प्रॉब्लम होगी, हमारे लंग्स में प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी, लंग्स में जाकर के गंदी हवा जम जाएगी और हमारा लंग्स भी काला होना शुरू हो जाता है और फिर बहुत सारी बीमारियां जैसे अस्थमा और ब्रोंकाइटिस हो जाता है. So children, when we breathe, especially young children, when breathe this kind of air for a long period of time, for long duration, it causes serious problems of their lung or breathing problem. So children, these poisonous gases from the factories, exhaust from the vehicle, or by burning leaves or the garbage or plastics, get mixed with the air and make the air polluted or causes air pollution. So children, air pollution is the mixing of poisonous gases from factories, vehicles or from other activities done by man makes the air polluted. This the process of making the air polluted is called air pollution. Now, pollution can be reduced by planting more and more trees. So children, we have to take several steps to minimize the pollution. How can we minimize or reduce the pollution? We can reduce the pollution by planting more and more trees and stop deforestation by stopping the cutting down of trees in the forest and planting more and more trees. So children, we can also use unleaded petrol or CNG in our vehicle. We can take our vehicle for regular checkup, for regular servicing, so that it does not produce lot of smoke. And children, old vehicles should be removed from the road. We can make metalled roads so that there is less dust on the road. So children, by taking several steps, we can stop air pollution. So children, what is air pollution? The smoke. Here you can see these are factories. These are the factories. These are the factories. These emit smoke, and these smoke gets mixed with the air and makes the air polluted. This is called air pollution. When these smokes coming out of the factory mixes with the air, it gets mixed with the air gets polluted. This is called air pollution. And also there are several more. By burning stoves, children, when we burn stoves or burn fire, it also produces lot of smoke. This smoke also when gets mixed with the air get polluted. Now here also from the factories these smokes are coming, and in the second picture also we can see lot of fumes coming out of the, and see the fumes coming out of the vehicle. Here we can see smoke coming out of the stove, or here we can see these are the smoke coming out of the factories. Children, these all make the air dirty, and the process by which they make the air dirty or polluted or impure is called air pollution. So children, these activities make the air polluted or make the air dirty or make the air impure, and the process by which these air get dirtied or impure is called air pollution. So as we have studied, we can minimize or reduce air pollution by planting more and more trees, by stopping deforestation, then by using unleaded petrol or CNG gases, by not burning garbage, plastic or dry leaves, or by keeping our surrounding clean. Factories should be made or shifted away from the residential area. If these factories are away from the cities, the people in the cities will not affect, the air in the city will not be affected by these. The air in the city will not be polluted and the people will be safe. Now the road in the city should be metalled so that there will be less dust on the road, because dust is one of the part of the air which mixes with the air and makes the air dirty. So these are the steps by which, by taking these steps, children, we can minimize or reduce the air pollution. So children, this is all for today. Thank you.